So, I am crossing out all of my predictions from last week for the council elections because clearly I'm stupid. So I said in about a week or so ago that Labour's going to sweep it, no problem, it's all going to be Labour, 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 that's what's going to be interesting about the night. And actually, it might not be. This is really interesting. So one thing that I think will remain true is the article from The Independent. The story here is Labour to sweep London in local elections with best result for any party since 1968. I think that's going to remain true, and I've talked about that before, and it's, you know, mainly a demographic thing in London. But there's an interesting story here from The Standard. Jeremy Corbyn's ratings dipped to lowest level since before general election. That's interesting. Jeremy Corbyn's ratings among the public and Labour supporters have dropped to the lowest level since before last year's general election. The finding by Ipsos Mori suggests a second honeymoon, which has begun with Labour's improved performance in the 2017 vote, has come to an end. Labour and Conservatives are virtually level pegging in the poll, which has the party standing at Tories 41%, down 2, Labour 40, down 2, Liberal Democrats 10, plus 4, somehow. Who is it? Who votes Liberal Democrat? You know, I've been walking around over the last weekend and I've seen lots of houses with Liberal Democrat signs at the front, and I always wonder, who are these people? Who is so excited by the Liberal Democrats that they put a Lib Dem sign in front of their house? Anyway, the Greens and UKIP are on 2% each. Some 6 in 10 Labour supporters are satisfied with their leader, down from 7 in 10. And what's interesting as well is we see an Ipsos Mori Evening Standard poll here. Conservatives on 41, minus 2, Labour on 40. But this is what's most interesting, is the satisfaction ratings. So May, 38% satisfied, 55% dissatisfied. Not great, but Corbyn is 32 satisfied, 6 less than May, and 59 dissatisfied, 4 more than May. So that proves pretty interesting. I mean, of course, I know we've got the fact that we've had the Windrush scandal. I know we've just got a brand new Home Secretary, and that's kind of shook things up a bit. But clearly people are a bit more, have a little bit more faith in Theresa May as a leader than they do Jeremy Corbyn. And as this says, it is true that politicians do get honeymoon phases, and Labour will benefit you know, in this in this local election, because it's kind of a protest vote against the current government. But these satisfaction ratings don't bode well for either of them, and Theresa May's in a better position. Interestingly, they've got Vince Cable on here. Might as well just throw him in there. Vince Cable of the Liberal Democrats, only 28% satisfied, 35% dissatisfied. And I guess the remainder of those percentage points have no idea who he is. Who is Vince Cable? The government, here's the levels of satisfaction for the government as well. 30% satisfied, 63% dissatisfied. Not great, 30% satisfied. I think Trump's satisfaction figures are significantly higher than our government. Isn't that interesting? He'll be over in a couple of months, and we'll be protesting and moaning at him, no doubt, and he's going to go back to America thinking Britain hates him, but hey, what can you do? So we are literally just a couple of days away from this election. I love making predictions. I'm usually fairly right, but this time I think what I'm going to say in terms of my predictions is I think Labour will still do well, but the damage done to the Tories, I think it'll be less than expected. But I am still predicting a wipeout for UKIP. And I think, let's say the Liberal Democrats will gain tens of seats. Multiple tens of seats, say 30, 40 seats. That's what I'm sticking to. I think that's about right. We'll see. If you want to see more from me and the rest of the Rebel team, remember to download our app on the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store, and like and subscribe.